The coroner's inquiry in Duncan heard testimony today from a heartbroken father. The inquiry is looking into the shooting death of 39-year-old Derek Welton, who was killed nearly 2 years ago by RCMP officers who were responding to an abandoned 911 call. As A-News reporter Jonathan Bartlett shows us tonight, Welton's family has been in the courtroom all week observing, and today it was their chance to be heard.
It's been almost 2 years since a man was shot by police inside this trailer. But for people who live here, it could have been yesterday.
Terrified, absolutely horrified, and so sad because everyone liked Derek.
39-year-old Derek Wayne Welton was shot and killed on March 1st, 2009. After police responded to an abandoned 911 call, the RCMP member who fired his gun has been cleared of any criminal wrongdoing. The coroner's inquest into Welton's death heard recordings of a 911 call made by Welton.
And when do you need police or ambulance?
Yeah, is this 911 dispatch?
Yeah, do you need the police, the fire, or the ambulance?
The police are here. I need protection. This is War Dog Flight Squadron leader, and I can fly. You must get my Flight Squadron airborne! No!
Hello? Hello?
A-News made an application to broadcast other 911 calls made by Welton that night, but was turned down by the coroner, who placed a publication ban on the rest of the tapes. The inquest has heard from RCMP members who say they had past dealings with Welton, who they described as mentally unstable and a violent drug user. Despite that, Welton's sister says she believes police had other choices that night.
They could have backed off, and instead of surrounding his trailer like they did, they could have given him 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes to cool off, and then try and talk to Derek.
Today, Derek Welton's father took the stand. He says his son suffered from alcohol and drug dependence, as well as post-traumatic stress disorder from losing his mother at an early age.
I think if there was a delegation there with somebody who had some psychiatric experience with these types of things, post-traumatic stress, I think they would have been able to talk him down if they would have just left him alone.
I miss him tremendously. He was a big part of my life. We had future plans together. Derek was special. They portray him like he's a psycho-mental individual, and Derek was nothing like that.
The jury will deliberate starting tomorrow morning and make recommendations that will hopefully prevent future loss of life.
Jonathan joins us now live at our Mid-Island Bureau. Now, Jonathan, you were in the hearing and heard the tapes. What can you tell us about the 16 minutes of the 911 call that the coroner would not release?
Well, actually, Hudson, the tape was played on Monday of the inquest, and it's part of the tape is of the actual shooting. The phone was left on, and you can hear Welton drop the phone when police enter his trailer, and you hear a lot of commotion, police shouting for Welton to drop the knife. The audio cuts out. It's not clear. The gunshots are not very audible. And
why is it the coroner would not release that evidence?
Well, Hudson, I stood up in the inquest today to make an application for the release of the tape so that the public could have access to it in the name of transparency. The coroner ruled that releasing the tape would give the media the opportunity to play portions of it out of context, so he denied the request.
All right, Jonathan Bartlett reporting. Jonathan, thank you.
Thank you.